tankers! In this episode we'll be looking at some common rumors about the death of Flash technology. We'll also be sharing a handy tip for keeping your daily mission chains going and some top advice on how to win DM battles. There are a lot of rumors that Flash, the technology on which Tanki Online is based, could die soon. Is there any truth in this? Let's find out. Let's start at the very beginning. Many years ago, the internet was static, and because of that, it looked incredibly boring. Then Flash technology came along and made it possible to add video content, animations and sounds to websites. Flash became very popular, being used in advertisements, lots of popular cartoons and of course, thousands of video games, including Tanki Online. The use of Flash had several consequences that affected Tanki players. Every internet browser has its own set of restrictions for using the Flash plugin according to their company policy. That's why certain browsers do not support mouse controls and others aren't stable enough to use. A common topic for rumors about the death of Flash is its imperfection as a technology. That said, a worthy replacement still hasn't been found. But recently, Flash technology has started getting worthy competitors. In 2014, HTML5 technology was released and began to take over the multimedia market. Its main advantage was that it was fully supported by all browsers. Rumors about Flash being killed off increased. Then suddenly Google announced that in Q4 2016, the HTML5 plugin will replace Flash as the default in Chrome. Should we be worried? Of course not. This trend is a familiar one, and that's why we've been taking our time working on Tanki X. This game is built on a modern game engine, Unity. As far as Tanki Online goes, we now have two options. We can shift everything to HTML5 or revisit our old idea of creating a special downloadable Tanki client. Once we've run all the necessary tests and taken everything into consideration, we'll make our choice and let you know. And if you're still worried about bad news, don't be. You can't even imagine how many plans we have for the future of Tanki Online. This week we have a very handy life hack from player Cactus. If you want to make sure you keep your daily mission chains unbroken, here's what you should do. Finish all 3 missions in one day, but only claim 1 reward. Over the next 2 days, claim 1 of the 2 remaining rewards per day. This way you can finish your quests as little as once every 3 days without breaking the chain. Pros advice. This week's guest is Maxe, who will tell us all about how to dominate DM battles. Hello tankers, my name is Maxe. Today I'll be sharing with you 3 tips to help you dominate DM battles. These tips might sound obvious, but many players seem to ignore them. So let's roll. Your top priority is to get maximum frags in the least possible time. Do not try to kill every tank you meet. Go for the easy kills. A mammoth or titan wearing a paint with resistances against your turret should not be your target. Leave those tanks alone. They won't be able to catch you anyway because they're too slow. Instead, go for wasps and hornets that aren't wearing any resistances against your gun. They'll make much better targets. Here's an example. Let's say you're playing with Smokey. Destroying a mammoth wearing the Savannah paint will take you 14 shots. With the same number of shots, you would be able to destroy 2 or 3 hornets. Do not neglect speed boost boxes. The boost in speed will allow you to engage and damage more enemies in the same time frame, and will also keep you away from close combat turrets. Speed boost is also useful when trying to make a quick escape, except maybe when dealing with freeze. When in close combat against a Cedar or Firebird, you're generally at a disadvantage, so it's best to move away and deal with them from a comfortable distance. The next tip is more tactical. If you're playing a good battle and you're at the top of the list, but your opponents are hot on your heels, try to shadow what they're doing. Follow them around and attack the same tanks that they've already damaged. Of course, make sure they don't kill you while you're doing that. Here's another very important tip. If you see one of your close competitors flipped over, do not kill him. By laying tracks up, he's losing precious seconds as well as 1 frag due to self-destruction. This will give you the time to get a few more frags and increase your advantage. That's it guys, crush your enemies and win DMs. Bye! Video of the week. Last week we asked you to draw a TO tank. Let's watch what we've got. Your task for next week is called Me and My Mighty Smokey in DM. And for this video, you have to be wearing the white paint. That's it for this week, tankers. Push the like button and see ya!